Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the pod of Born to Be a Star. Yo, today is Tuesday, yeah! The day after Monday, the day where you're that much closer to Friday. But I'm saying that like I don't actually enjoy my days. Let me not have that be what you think. I love my job. I love my life. I love where I am in my life, and I love wherever I'm going next. I try to be over optimistic and positive and happy because life is truly short and you never know where it's going to lead you. And I just think that it's so important just find a way to be happy for no reason at all. Anyways, that mirror that you look in the bathroom or your phone or your car, that's an important mirror. And when you're looking at your reflection in it, you're able to see where you are, where you're going, and what you want to be. I think that time is golden for people. It gives them the ability to recognize current and what could be and what's next. We can't get caught up in what coulda, shoulda, woulda, but instead we have to get caught up in what is going to happen. That is essential. That part. I hope you know how amazing you are. I hope on this Tuesday, the day before hump day, you understand how awesome you are and how many things that you're going to be able to do. I hope you know that anything is possible, and I hope you know that anyways, see who you want to be and make it real. And love yourself. Tell yourself, yes, you can. And never give up. Every day is an opportunity for you to be the best variation of you. Anyways, outside of me telling you about how amazing you are, let's get to the favorite part of the conversation. No media allowed, no media allowed, no media allowed, because they lie to us anyway. So between the fact that they're still trying to allow this January 6th crap to continue forever, and the fact that Biden wants a pat on the back because he brought gas prices down, they won't shut the fuck up, right? And you can hear the aggravation in my voice just because, guess what? My student loans aren't forgiven yet. Guess what? I'm a millennial. Guess what? This isn't the first time I've had to watch you morons fail. And guess what? It's likely not the last time. I'm tired of people lying about reality and trying to use something to sugarcoat it and distract us. Distractions are only good for so long. Moving on from that, I don't want to be affiliated with the insanity, right? And I feel like the insanity is acting like reality isn't real and we're just imagining it. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you this, but reality is real. Inflation is up. Just because gas is down like 79 cents or maybe $1 doesn't mean it's not going up to whatever it was before. Why didn't he bring down the gas prices earlier? Why did it take him so long to fix that? Why is he getting rewarded or high-fived or patted on the back or great job, Biden, if you could have done that earlier? Why are you going to Saudi Arabia? Why are you going to visit these countries that hate Americans, siding with just insanity? Just the most insane things. Why are you allowing the people to come into our country in America and not become American? Why is the idea that they can bring whatever relationship with religion they want or bring whatever stereotypes they have from where they come from here? Why is that allowed? Because we can't do that wherever we go. So how is it that you allow that to be here? And I'm not trying to sound like I'm a racist person that doesn't think that you should be able to believe in whatever you want, because I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, how are things one way here and they're not any other way anywhere else? There's a reason why they make laws and rules. If you don't follow the laws and you don't follow the rules, literally, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get in trouble. Right? Right. Just saying. There's people that don't have insured vehicles driving around. There's people that are not American that think they're going to get American, like, trophies. And they're not even citizens of this country, running around thinking they're going to get free things. There's Democratic morons willing to allow them the ability to vote just so they can stay in power. And they'll lie to them and tell them all this crap about everything they're going to do. They're not going to do any of it. The Democrats are only going to do things that make them good. That's it. Let's not lie about anything else. They're only going to do something that's going to benefit them. That's it. That's always been it. I'm not going to be the one to lie to you about it. I'm going to be the one to tell you the truth about it. It's not okay for these people to claim that they're so cool and they're not. It's not okay for them to act like they're doing us a benefit and there isn't one. They are definitely playing with fire, but then they don't want to get burnt. For you to try to silence and mute out and cancel anybody that disagrees with what you said means that you don't want anyone to have any opinion, and you don't want people to call you out. You hate the idea that people understand what you're doing. You're using race against us. I'm sorry. Anyone that's a minority should not be democratic. No. Anyone that has a different sexuality shouldn't be democratic either, because these people aren't siding with you because they care about your feelings or they care about how society is treating you. They're not siding with you because of that. And I don't care about sexuality. I do have a problem when it comes to indoctrinating children, right? That's where I have my problem. And I also have a problem where guys want to become women just because they want to take advantage of another sport. I have problems with that too. But not calling out what is something else is a problem. And I have a problem with that. I'm just going to say that things have to get better. We have to hold people accountable, and we have to be different. So, why not? When we see AOC go in front of cameras with fake handcuffs, acting like she's fighting against something that's not there because she's trying to prove a point, I wonder where the fuck AOC is when something actually goes wrong with policy, or when something's going wrong with actual legislation that's already been written that sucks. Where the fuck is she then? I wonder where she is when it comes to like employment for like businesses and corporations to go into the place that she represents, where the fuck is she then? I wonder where she is when it comes to the fact that they're trying to convince millions of people to switch from gas to electric. Where the fuck is she then? I wonder where she is. I wonder. I don't like that these people lie. They use race, they use sexuality, they use money to their advantage. And I got to tell you the truth here. That's why I originally started this podcast. And that's why I love the fact that this podcast exists in this world. Because I'm telling you the truth. I don't have any reason to lie to you. These topics that I talk about every day, these ideas that I have, it's to ignite a passion within your body, within your skin, within your bones, within your blood, the way I have a passion. And the only reason I keep talking about politics because I really don't like it, because I don't like what they do, is because I feel like I have to talk about it, because if I don't talk about it, then things aren't going to be okay. I love America. I know I complain about it, right? And I do. But I love America. Do you know why I love America? My ancestors came here from another country on a boat so that I would be free. And it just seems unfair that I wouldn't be grateful for that. That's at the back of my head with everything that I do. They came on a boat with a suitcase. They left everything they knew behind to come here. Because this place allows us to be free. And I can't find that anywhere else. So I can brag about going on a vacation to another place. I could talk about how I feel going to Spain. I could tell you about a bunch of other things. The food is good in Spain, right? It is. I could tell you about all these other people and their opinions and all these things. But what I can't tell you is the feeling of home. Because the only time I feel like I'm home is when I'm here. So I think that LeBron James should get his annoying woke ass on a plane and leave. I think AOC can get on the same plane with him, and I think they all can go together. I think the idea that people want to complain and bitch and moan about the United States means that they probably shouldn't be here anymore. I'm talking about the United States and all the shitty things they do, and I'm talking about specifically politicians, because I'm calling them out. I'm not a politician. I don't think I'd win if I ran, because I would be probably running as a Republican. In the state I live in, I would probably say something like, do you want to keep hearing about gas prices and all these taxes we're paying, but nothing's ever going down? How does it feel to want to go to a restaurant and you're spending 10% more than you spent about a month or two ago? Aren't you tired of emissions and all these other bills that you're paying ridiculous amount of money on, and you're never seeing what you're getting with what you're paying? Are you making under $50,000? Are you tired of being taxed at a ridiculous rate that doesn't make any sense? There's a question. If I ran for office, I wouldn't win because I'm not progressive. I don't agree with them. I understand how they want to be heard, but it doesn't work. That is autocracy. It's not correct, okay? Progressivism doesn't work. It's not going to work in America. I'm sorry, it's not. It is not going to work here. And I know that they want to convince everybody and their mother's uncle that it's going to. Another problem with the Young Turks and all these groups and all these people, and Majority Report, and the other one, Pod Save America, Pod Save the World, all these leftist thoughts and groups. The problem with all of them, CNN, NBC, CNBC, the problem with all of them, are you ready for it? They're not facing reality. They're in denial. It just feels good to say these things. But someone has to pay for these psychotic ideas that they have. And that someone is me and my husband and my mom and my brothers and my husband's parents and his brother and his sister and our family members and my coworkers at my job and my manager and my manager's manager and my manager's manager's manager and whoever owns the company and all the elites in charge of corporate and in the financial field. We're paying for it. They aren't. Jink complaining about something and his family came to America. Again, what the fuck are you talking about? If you don't like it here so much, why don't you get on a fucking plane with your family and then leave? And I don't want to hear about the fact that you don't believe in God, so you're the thing that you're godless. And then I have to hear about how you want to look at porn and you want to have whatever thought you want because you don't believe in God. Great. They are corrupting the minds of individuals that need to take a second look at what they're doing and who they are. Being a progressive is not the answer here. There's a problem in the world, not just the United States, but the world. How is it the responsibility of America to fix other places that don't have their shit together because they can't figure it out? How's that their responsibility? If we don't call them out, they'll get away with everything. They're committing all these crimes of America, of Americans, trying to act like Roe versus Wade is in the Constitution of the United States of America. It isn't. I'm sorry. And I can't be on the side of anybody that wants to murder an infant that could be alive and live and become the next president of the United States or the next fashion creator of the world. I'm on side with children. I'm on side with a fetus. I'm on side of that. And I can't be a part of anything else. So I'm just going to say that out loud. I don't want anybody to doubt me because I'm a Christian and I believe in God. I can't not believe in God. And anytime I try to think like that, I just can't do it. So knowing that, I'm going to stick with my Jesus Christ, the one and only omnipresent God that I love. I'm going to stick with the values that I've learned in church. I take that stuff very seriously. And I'm not going to fight against God because I love God. We have to be stronger because the kids are depending on us. And we have to give them a place that they want to grow up in. It's not about us. It's about the kids. And like I said earlier, my ancestors sacrificed and did a lot so I could be free, and I remember that every day. And I want my children to feel that way like I do. That's why. Moving on from these shitty-ass politicians, the fact that I can't stand AOC, she smells bad. Biden's an old fart that needs to be put in a mental institution or a harbor for elderly people that have bad dementia. let's get into something fun. Kindness is key. Kindness is key, but be careful with that, because you don't want to be kind to people that don't deserve kindness. And some people take advantage of your kindness. I kind of have an optimistic mindset, and I'm always encouraging positivity and saying things, trying to instill people to see that they can do anything they put their mind into. If something doesn't feel comfortable, then make a decision. Some decisions are more difficult than others. Some situations are more difficult than others. Basically, I feel like it's so incredibly important for people to understand that this life is theirs and they have to navigate and create steps to where they want to go. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Moving on to the next part of our conversation. Don't change your thought. Just because someone disagrees with what you're saying or they don't agree with your viewpoint doesn't mean you have to change your thought to satisfy a conversation. I think it's so important that we don't do that. I think it's so important that we don't allow others to stop us from feeling whatever way we want to feel in that moment. It's so important that we stay original. In a world where everybody kind of wants to look the same, originality and uniqueness is essential. That's why I always separate myself from everybody by wanting my hair to be a different color. That's why I always go out of my way to make sure that, I'm doing things that make me set out and make me myself. So if your thoughts are different than whoever you're speaking to, don't change your thoughts because they don't agree with you. That's what I'm saying. That's just it. Next part of our conversation. Laughter is a great action. Laughter is a great action. And it's so important, and it's so essential, and it's so necessary. I like laughing. I like being silly. I like having fun. I like telling jokes. I love everything about happiness, and I always want to surround myself in that. I feel like jokes and being funny is just essential to every day. Like, life kind of wants to make you feel sad, especially with all the shitty news that's constantly going on. People are always dying. Someone's getting shot. Someone you love, something's happening to them. Something's not going the way you want to. Something that you really wanted in your life has failed. Something is not going right. But I really can't help feeling like, regardless of that, you still need to laugh. Has pink been replaced? I don't really know if I could answer that question. Has pink been replaced? I don't really think pink has been replaced. I mean, I kind of like different variations of pink. Like, there's dark pink, then there's light pink, then I guess there's in the middle of a pink color. I don't really think that pink has been replaced. It's been my favorite color for a while. For a while, I really liked the blues and teals, but I really feel like I'm back on loving pink again. I just love how bright it is, and it excites me because it makes me feel like it's the color for summer and spring, and it keeps me positive, like thinking about flowers and just like life. So that's kind of why I like pink the way I like it. But I don't really think pink has been replaced. Maybe if pink was going to be replaced as a color, it would be like a red or a maroon. But I think pink is still its own color. So I'm just going to say pink is pink. When someone gets in denial, what do you do about that? My mom, I love her. And if you're listening to this, mom, I talk about you all the time on podcasts because you're my mom and I love you. My mom is one of the people that is sometimes in denial about other people, situations, or politicians. She's in a good spot where she got to retire and is attempting to enjoy her after working life. And I worry about her because she is paying taxes on some of her retirement. I worry about her because no one's handing her anything. She worked a long time and she deserves to be retired. That's how it works. What I worry about is the fact that my mom can't call out politicians, so likely she's going to be one of the victims of their lies. That's the type of denial I'm talking about. And I don't think she understands that. Anyways, it's not just her that's in denial. It's a lot of people that are in denial about relationships, situations, food, people, places, and things all the time. It's hilarious. But when somebody's actually in denial, sometimes you just have to let them be in denial. And that's okay. Always. Moving on from people being in denial, let's talk about Lincoln Lawyer. Still haven't finished it, but I need to. It's really good. I was addicted to it. I watched like 5 episodes the first time I watched it, and then I had to pause. Westworld update. It's getting crazy. Oh my God. There's so much going on, and I don't even know what to talk about. I can just tell you it's getting crazy. News is dying. Is anyone watching the news? I don't think so. At least not anybody young. Don't they need young viewers to look at that crap? And no one young wants to watch that. They're all on TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat or YouTube or something like that. Or they're listening to podcasts. Who listens to the news? Next part of the conversation. How is Netflix not getting new customers? There's a great question. I don't understand. I love Netflix. I've loved Netflix for a long time. I don't know if they're not like distributing themselves correctly or their marketing department is failing them because I don't understand. It's a big world, and between India and China, Netflix should be crazy, insane. They should have so many viewers. I don't understand. Like, All of Us Are Dead, amazing show. Amazing. Okay, all the shows they've really got into, truly amazing. Just I don't understand how they're not doing good in that way. I think that they're an amazing company. They have some amazing original shows. Maybe it wasn't a good idea getting rid of The Office because that did keep a lot of people looking at it because of the show itself. But overall, they should probably be doing better, especially where more people are at home more because they don't want to go to the movies because these last couple of movies have sucked. And who wants to pay for movies? Old Man. Old Man seems to be getting better each week. And I have questions, and the way the last episode left off, I'm just like, has this dude been lying to us since the show started, or did he know what just happened? I don't know. The main character, Bridges, is very good at playing this character in a way that just makes it really incredible to watch. We still haven't gone to the movie theaters yet, but there's literally nothing at the movie theaters we want to watch. So, like, I'm complaining about movie theaters, but I don't think we want to go to the movie theaters. I'm just going to say it. Moving on to food with Veekstar. Subway, eat fresh. Don't touch my birthday candle. I'm sorry, guys. I had to pause it. Maria got me a pink birthday candle for my birthday, and Skip's trying to touch it with his dirty hands. And I don't want him to touch it. I like my birthday candle. Thanks, Maria, if you're listening to the podcast. He knows I like pink, too. So you really can't touch it. It's pink and it's a candle. Don't you dare. You keep paws off. Dude. See you later. Oh. Anyways. Subway, eat fresh. I do think Subway is doing a better job. I like an array of their subs. The last sub I got was spicy Italian, and I got that on Italian herbs and cheese, and I got that with lettuce, tomato, jalapenos, banana peppers, onions, and peppers with light mayo and spicy mustard and oil and vinegar, and it was absolutely delicious. Actually, and I'm trying to eat better and I'm trying to eat healthier, so I definitely would like to say that I'm going to be eating more fresher things. I don't want to be eating things that have more calories in it, and I really do want to be moving toward eating less and eating more for one meal versus another. And I got to tell you that Subway is definitely a good option to have available. So yay for Subway. Chipotle is good. Chipotle is good, and it's not badly priced. And you can get a healthy salad from there, or you can get a bowl. They even have tacos. It's all decently priced, and it's not bad. And I'm totally obsessed with their queso. It's delicious. Can't get enough. How inflation affects takeout. Like, I feel like if you're going to order on DoorDash or Uber Eats or any of these options, inflation is affecting how you're ordering. Like, I feel like it's cheaper to do takeout than it is to do ordering online. And I think you have to be very careful where you're ordering from, because depending on what you're ordering from, you're definitely going to end up paying for it. I'm just going to say that. It's the truth. Gluten-free pizza. Gluten-free pizza can taste really good. Depending on where you get it made at. If you go to, what is it? Crap, let me find it. And it's really sad that I cannot remember the name of this place. For the love of God. Hold on. Let me get it. Okay, let's see if I can follow it. I think Oath Pizza definitely has a healthy pizza. That's in West Hartford. But the one I'm talking about starts with an N. And it's Neapolitan. They actually have a vegan one, and it's very good. So, like, there's nothing in the crust. It's gluten-free. So you're going to want to, like, find pizza places that have pizza that doesn't have gluten in it. Which isn't really difficult. You just have to look for it. I just feel like gluten-free pizza is a good option if you're trying to lay off all the gluten. I have to do that, so I'm going to be making a lot of different, more difficult decisions for my health overall. And it's not that it's difficult; it's just that I just want to live a healthier life. So that's why I'm doing this. It's nothing personal. Like I don't want to eat and do things. It's just like, I have to do things differently, and there's nothing wrong with that. Drinking more water can make you happier. You should start off the day with water, and you should end the day with water. Water should be the first thing you're drinking. If you have to take Zyrtec like me in the morning, you definitely should be having a lot of water with that. That should be the first thing you're drinking at the beginning of the day. And at the end of the night, sometimes I'd like to take like a headache pill or something so I can go to sleep very easily. And that's at the end of the day. Literally. Also, outside of drinking water, we should probably be eating less pasta. And I know I always talk about the pasta you can get on Wholesome Food Provisions or whatever that website is, and we should probably get that. I'd say definitely. I like pasta a lot. It's just an easy go-to thing to make, but literally. Anyways, eating less pasta, less carbohydrates is better for you. Drinking more water is better for you. Eating differently, eating fresher, eating more clean things is better for you. I know it might seem difficult, like you can't do it, but we have to live better so we can live longer and stronger. Welcome to Vegstar. We want to live to like 100 years old. We want to do things we've never done before. We don't want to have problems with our hearts. We don't want diabetes. We don't want to have to inject ourselves with insulin. We don't want to be sick. We want to have children. We want to enjoy our lives. We want to watch our kids grow up. We want to live these lives. And the only way we can do that is by making better decisions when it comes to food. So I'm just going to say that and be the one to tell you, you control what you're eating, so you control your size, your weight, what you want to fit into. If you're off track with your dieting and your exercise, you got to get back on track. Anything's possible. If you're not comfortable with exercising, maybe just start off walking. If you got a Peloton, get on the Peloton and ride it. These are things you can do. Just saying. Your health depends on you. Anyways, that's the end of this Tuesday pod. Thank you for tuning in as always to Born to Be a Star. And I will see you on Hump Day, which is tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Hopefully you're enjoying the sun. Hopefully wherever you are, it's not cold, it's hot. And if it is hot and you're like me and you're on the East Coast and you're sweating to death and you feel like you're dying, okay, you're not alone. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time, right here as we always do. And thank you for being a listener to the podcast. And thank you for coming back to hear out what Star has to say on a daily basis. Star appreciates your listening, and don't forget you're a star wherever you are, because stars were born, and you were born to be an illumination of light, and I can't see in the darkness without you. So thank you for being my light. Bye.